Morning guys, Alex here, and we're going for a little ride this morning. Felipe's coming to my house, and we're gonna meet Alan. Then we're gonna ride to Killarney Station and meet a couple guys there. It's gonna be a short ride. I have lots of things to do, some bikes to take care of, and I wanted to share a little bit about riding indoor and riding outdoor. I live in Florida. The weather here usually is super great, so I like to ride outdoor, but in the last year I started indoor cycling. So I want to share the differences, the pros, the cons, which one you can get fitter, which one is better, which one I like more. So I want to share that with you.
Just before we go, check this bike out. This is a Trek Madone. When you stir the bike, it opens. Tell me about an aero bike, huh? So let me show you my indoor setup. Nothing special. I have a CycleOps Magnet trainer. I don't have a smart trainer yet, but I do have the Garmin Rally power pedals. That's how I measure my power. But I use an iPad where I have Trainer Road. That's a simple setup.
I love those people that have like their pain cave and it's a super setup, smart trainer, 60-inch TV. I'm gonna have that one day, but for now, it's what I have. So one of the advantages of indoor is the weather. So you don't depend on a good weather to ride. You can ride anytime. It can be snowing outside and you can do a ride. So today the ride, you can see, is super foggy. If I wasn't gonna ride on the trail, I probably wouldn't ride. So I would do an indoor. I have the second option. So that's a great advantage of riding indoors. And I believe in one of the main reasons people start indoor cycling is because of weather, because they live maybe in a place where it's super cold in the winter and you can't ride in the winter. But for me, that wasn't the main reason. For me, it was more time management. My time has been very busy in this last year, so that's why I started indoor cycling. For me, I think it saves time. As you can see, in winter, usually here in Florida, you start with a windbreaker and then you ditch it a couple minutes after, and probably the arm warmers will go too. Okay, now the con of an indoor cycling is after an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's very boring. It becomes very tasking, you know, mentally. You can try to make it more entertaining with Zwift or maybe watching a movie or something. But come on, outside, it's much more fun. You have the view, you have the weather, you have your friends, much better. Forgot to tell you guys, we are in Mount Dora. Lake Dora here on my side, but you can't see it because of the fog. The fog hasn't dissipated yet, but the sun is making everything so beautiful. I love riding in this place. No Zwift can give you this view. Car back. Okay, so if you use an indoor trainer, or you want to, you're thinking about some level of fitness that you want to achieve or you want to maintain. Indoors training is a good option because it's very efficient with your time. So what you can do in an hour and a half indoors, it's very good. You're not coasting, you don't have to stop, you just keep pedaling, doing your structured training. It's much harder to do like interval training outdoors. You can, it's totally doable, but if you want, you're a very planned guy, the indoor helps a lot. There's much less variables that can mess up your training. Now, if you're riding just indoors, you can totally lose some benefits of riding outside, like bike handling skills. I believe you do work more your upper body, keeping your balance, your core. That indoor, I think you lose. You're very rigid, it's very efficient, but it's not optimal all the time. So what I do a lot is I do a mix. I usually ride 3 times a week indoors, and I try to do 2 rides outside, especially on Saturdays. On the weekends, I do my rides outside, group ride or a fondo. So a mix, I think it's a mixed training of both indoor and outdoor. It's a great option. All right, this is downtown Mount Dora, and there's a parade going on. Let's find out what what's about. Is it like a Christmas parade? Okay, it's Christmas parade. Okay, it looks like the parade is gonna take some time, so we're gonna have to go around because we want to stop at a coffee place. What are you guys doing crossing in the middle of the parade, man?
Following the lead.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging.
All right, so I'm sharing a little bit about indoor training and outdoor. Who here does indoor training? Okay, 1, 2. You do indoor?
Very little.
Little? No? And you, Filipino, right? Only outdoor. Why do you train indoor?
Because I can't train out the days I can't train outdoors.
Yeah, that's the reason?
That's it.
For a couple different reasons. Sometimes I can't ride in the afternoon, like right after work. I can get a good workout in on the trainer. And so, you know, if I can't ride for 2 hours outdoors, but I can do an hour inside, then that's still like it's the same bang for the buck, you know?
Yeah. Now you have an indoor, like you share with your brother?
Yes.
But you're not really into indoor training?
Not as much now. Yeah, when I started cycling, that's pretty much where I did most of my training. And then I hit the road, and now it's very little. But before, when I couldn't train outside, I would do the training.
Yeah.
I love outdoors.
Yeah.
Indoors is like he said, you know, you can get a lot of benefit from less time.
Yeah.
But it's just really difficult to be motivated to train indoors. I can find like true motivation for that. Outdoors is more like a natural second nature. But indoors, that's where I figure out my power zones and things like that. And I use it for outdoors, but I just go, you know, I do indoor training when I can't really do nothing outdoors.
It's actually really fun when you do a long time inside before, like, and then when you finally get outside, you realize how much faster you were before that. It's like, oh my gosh, I gained so much.
Yeah.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season.
Awesome ride this morning. I have some stuff to do this afternoon. And as a small business owner and business picking up in the last year, my time has been constrained a little bit for riding. So definitely I can tell you that indoor training has helped me a lot to keep my fitness. Always had a lot of endurance because I have been riding for many years. But I realized after doing some indoor training and structured training, I realized that my FTP is not super high. It's not low, but like I'm like 3.5 kilos per watt. That is good, you know. It's not super low, but definitely not on the high end. And I want to try to increase that, and I want to get fitter, maybe compete a little bit, do some races maybe next year. I don't know, let's see. But definitely, if you have little time or the weather doesn't help, indoor training will help you a lot. As you can see, my indoor setup, it's not a super expensive smart trainer or anything of that. The pedals are a bit expensive, and I do want to invest in a smart trainer shortly, especially if I want to train more indoor. I think it makes the whole experience better, and I won't burn out my tires, my rear tires. So that's it. I'll probably be posting another video about the Garmin Rally. I haven't done it yet because I really wanted to put it to the test, and it's been a while since I've been using them, and I'm gonna share that soon. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on our next ride experience. Ciao.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season.